Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Having the Lord Advocate as part of the Cabinet has always been a very controversial decision. It's something that was set up deliberately, though. It's so that laws can be pushed through without having to worry about making them legal. They already are. The person in charge of the law is part of the Cabinet and signs off on that law. It does mean that there's a massive conflict of interest, though, when it's the government that's being sued, or whether the government's suing someone else, or whether there's a conflict of interest on whether the law itself is even permissible. It's all very stinking, and it always has been in Scotland. There is no independent judiciary. The judiciary is part of the executive. So much for the separation of powers of state. Well, it's a situation that needs to be changed. The judiciary needs to be lifted out of the estate. The Lord Advocate must not sit as part of the government, must be truly independent. And so Dorothy Bain is sitting there thinking, oh no, how will I be able to help my friends? How will I be able to influence people and make sure that certain people don't go to prison? Which is what, of course, we know is happening. Well, there is only one way of dealing with it, and unfortunately it's not something that can be dealt with in Scotland. It goes above and beyond that, and in fact it's going to have to go back to Westminster, and specifically they're handing this off to Keir Starmer and saying, you're going to have to make the laws, you're going to have to change this, all part of the Scotland Act. Will he do it? Who knows? He probably likes the idea of having the judiciary in your pocket. He probably thinks it's a good idea, and he's probably trying to get it to work in England. Who knows? Can you imagine a Marxist dictatorship that actually owns the courts? No one can act against them then. But there we go. All these top legal advisors saying, Keir, you've got to do it. It's up to you. Now, for all the claim that she's independent and she's not involved at all in branch form, Dorothy Bain will always have influence. There'll always be those underlings who are looking for a promotion. And if they can do what they perceive to be the right thing, they're sure that promotions may well come. The right thing may be the right thing for, say, for example, those at the top of the SNP, but the wrong thing for, say, everyone else in Scotland. It was ever thus. The establishment looks after itself, doesn't it? One hand washes the other. But will Starmer change it? I'm not holding my breath. I don't think anyone is. I don't think he will. He wants to. So who knows? Meanwhile, Scotland continues to suffer with a corrupt legal system. Thanks very much. Bye.